Oh, she's dirty. Poor thing. ZH2 always draws a short straw. She's a naked. She's meant to take it. Hey. Bad weather in the UK here as usual. The weather's definitely taken a turn for the worst since November has come around. But I've learned a few things about motorcycle helmets, which I never ever knew. And this is going to blow your mind. Let's jump right in. Alright guys, so me and the wifey were talking actually about whether or not wearing your motorcycle gear should be legalized. So, or enforced rather, you know, so wearing a leather jacket, wearing your boots, things like that. Because obviously here in the UK, wearing a helmet is mandatory on a motorcycle. You have to wear it. Legally, you have to wear a helmet. And so the wifey was like, well, you know, if you don't have to wear any of your other kit, then why is it necessary to wear a helmet? You could get on a motorcycle naked, as long as you're wearing a helmet, then it'll be legal, right? Yeah. Technically speaking, that is true. But the thing that absolutely blew my mind is the wifey did a little bit of research, and apparently, if you are a Sikh and you wear a turban, you do not have to wear a helmet on a motorcycle. What? That's absolutely mad. I'm sure she said Sikh, but it could be Hindu. I apologize. I'm not that familiar with either of the religions, but yeah, wearing a turban, you don't have to wear a helmet on a motorcycle. You guys have got it lucky here in the UK, man. You don't have to wear a helmet. Well, I say lucky. You should still wear a helmet anyway. I know that for religious reasons, you need to wear your turbans and what have you, but in this situation, I mean, is there some kind of mitigating circumstance where you don't have to wear one? I don't know. Again, I'm not familiar with the religion whatsoever. I'm not a religious guy, but yeah, I just found it so interesting, and it's an item of clothing, you know. Absolute madness. But yeah, very, very interesting what the wifey said. And I wonder if that's also the case for other religions. She didn't say, but she just said it to me in passing when she was, I think it was on the government website. But yeah, God, how interesting. How interesting. So, I mean, let's get on to the main topic of today's video, guys. Should it be mandatory? Should it be illegal to not go riding a motorcycle? Let's say without a jacket. Just without a jacket, for instance, you know, like let's leave the gloves and the boots out of it. Let's just say a jacket. You have to go out on your motorcycle wearing your helmet and your jacket. Most people are going to do it anyway. But the thing for me here, now there was a video that never released because I think I was going to get a lot of backlash for it, and I did mention this in one of the live shows recently where I did a video and I edited it and everything. It's on YouTube, but I just haven't released it, about whether or not motorcycle helmets should actually be illegal or legal to wear. So you should have the choice. And I argued that yes, you should have the choice, just because I don't want bureaucracy getting involved with the decisions that I make. And we should all have the freedom to choose, as stupid as they might be, to choose whether or not we decide to wear a motorcycle helmet. And I have the same attitude here with wearing your kit. I like being able to just one day, if it's in the summer, if I'm popping down to the shops or something like that, to just go out in a t-shirt, just go out in what I'm wearing, just whack my helmet on and go. And I have that same attitude. I really don't want to be told what I have to wear on a motorcycle. And I don't know, guys, is it just me? It might just be me, but as sensible as it might be forcing motorcyclists to wear their helmets, I don't necessarily agree that forcing people to do it is the right thing. I think it should be more of a culture thing where riders are encouraged to wear helmets. It's the same in the United States. A lot of states there is no laws about wearing helmets, but a lot of riders do anyway because it's for their safety. Obviously, if I had the freedom of choice to not wear a helmet, I'd still wear my damn helmet, despite the fact that someone isn't telling me I have to. And again, it's an attitude thing, it's a cultural thing, it's one of those things that if a culture deems it to be necessary, then people a lot of the time just do it because it's what should be done. You know, it's not whether or not it can or can't be, it should be done. On a safety level, on a cultural level, on a moral level, philosophical level, whatever. You guys know what I mean. And I think that's how it should be for clothing as well. I mean, definitely let me know what you guys think. If you can't trust people, and that's the thing, you can't you can't trust people. So should it be mandatory? Should other things be mandatory? Should boots be mandatory? Should gloves be mandatory? I don't think so. I really don't think so. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, whether or not it's just one of those things that, sorry, blanket, you gotta wear all your kit. You gotta buy all your kit, you gotta wear it. I understand, because again, there are a lot of people that die as a result of not wearing adequate motorcycle gear. The wifey told me about I believe it was a bloke in the United States who again was an advocate for not wearing a motorcycle helmet, and he died apparently from not wearing a motorcycle helmet, which I can believe. He got involved in a crash, wasn't wearing his helmet, there you go, you're dead. Human bodies are very fragile things. We're not very good at sustaining damage, especially if we're going at even minor speeds. It's like, well, people fall off horseback, for God's sake, and they break their backs. They die from falling off a horse. If humans can die from falling off a horse, then yeah, you of course can definitely die from falling off a motorcycle. But yeah, again, you could make the argument, well, shouldn't horseback riders be wearing helmets? Arguably they should. But yeah, wearing your gear, guys. If there's a certain item of clothing or riding gear that you don't have, it's definitely worth the investment. So don't be like, oh, it's going to cost me money. So don't do it for the sake of saving a bit of money. It's your life. There's always worth investing in your protective gear. It's like helmets as well. You can buy cheap helmets. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can buy pretty cheap helmets. And to be fair, a lot of them, as long as they have the correct certifications, the correct ratings, then you should be fine. You can buy helmets for less than 50 quid from reputable brands that have all of the correct safety requirements. So you can do this stuff on a budget, but I wouldn't, ride around with no gloves on, for example. There's one thing that I will always ride around in. I mean, apart from, it was in one of the videos last week where I was just testing out the ZH2 from its oil change, and I just put my jacket on, put my helmet on, and just went out for a ride. It's because my hands were all greasy. I didn't want to get greasy hands inside my gloves. You know what I mean? And so I went out without any gloves on. But even if I go out without my jacket on, I'll almost always go out with my gloves on. So buy yourself a pair of gloves. And again, you can get them really cheaply on Amazon. You can get them for less than 10 quid, especially because Black Friday is just around the corner. Is it the 25th of November, Black Friday? So yeah, it's coming really quick, and I'm sure you'll find a lot of that stuff on an offer. So again, it's not worth it. Things like jeans. I mean, a lot of people swear by riding jeans. I don't. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I just wear regular, bog standard, Tesco value jeans. Well, in fact, the trousers I'm wearing at the moment, my wife bought me from ASOS. But they were 20 quid. Okay, what the hell's going on here? Yeah, they were 20 quid. And yeah, they're not the best insulators. My legs are getting cold, but my legs don't usually get too cold anyway during the winter. My hands are usually the things that really suffer. But things like jeans, you don't have to worry about them too much. You don't have to buy riding jeans specifically. But again, though, if it is in the eye of safety, the means to make you safer, then get yourself either some riding jeans or get yourself some actual leathers for your legs. I have a pair. They match this jacket here. I don't always wear them because a lot of the time I don't feel the need to. And I mean, the strongest part of your body are your legs anyway. So you know what I mean. I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't protect your legs, but your legs are some of the things that are probably going to take the least damage in a crash. The main things are going to be your torso, your feet, your hands, and your head. Those are the main areas that are going to take a lot of damage in a crash. So for me, that's just me personally, guys. Okay, don't hate me on that. All right, it's just me personally. But boots, I mean, yeah, okay, fine. Sometimes I go out wearing trainers. Fine. I don't go out wearing sandals and flip-flops, you know. Oh God, I don't know how people do that, man. It's got to be so uncomfortable riding like that. I don't know why you'd want to do it anyway. But just a decent set of shoes that have got padding and have got a little bit of armor, again, will do you quite well. Ideally, you want to get yourself some boots or some shoes that give you some ankle support, because again, the weakest part of the foot is actually around your ankle. Anyway, guys and gals, yeah, as much as you should definitely, I definitely, what's the word? Condone. No, that's not the word. I definitely encourage you all to wear your motorcycle gear. If you have it, wear it. If you don't have it, it's definitely worth the investment. It's not worth breaking your hand, breaking your arm if you could have worn a motorcycle jacket. Yeah? It would have cost you a little bit of money. So what? 100 quid for a decent jacket. And that's the thing, the helmet is actually not the most expensive part about riding a motorcycle. It's actually the jacket. The jacket is going to be the bit that will cost you the most. And so that's going to be the most difficult to justify. I still think that it's worth it. Buying a motorcycle jacket is certainly worth it. So definitely worth the investment. All the kit that I wear for a reason. I wear because it is the best thing to do when you're riding a motorcycle, to keep you as safe as possible. Of course, you don't want the worst to happen, but you're buying it just in case that does happen. There we go, guys and girls. Thank you ever so much for watching today's video. Definitely let me know what you think down in the comments. Should riding gear also be mandatory? Should it be illegal to not wear? Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. You guys know my thoughts. I want less bureaucracy in our societies, not more. But hey, what do I know? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys and gals. Leave a like, hit subscribe if you want to support the channel, and we will catch you all in the next video. Have a good one.